Now, sad news coming from Adumasa in the Ashanti region, where a man has butchered his 38-year-old wife and killed himself. The hacked, decomposing body of Amefriye was found a day after she failed to return from the farm with her husband. It remains unclear the immediate motive for this act, but family members say the man had been threatening to kill his wife over sex starvation. Love FM's Erastus Asaridonko has more in this report.
Kwesi Poku, alias Choco Choco, is believed to have butchered his wife on their cocoa farm and killed himself few meters from the crime scene. The naked, decomposing body of the mother of 6, Amefriye, was found a day after the incident after both parents failed to return from the farm. Amefriye is known to be the breadwinner of the family, trading in farm products. Her suspected killer and husband of over 15 years is jobless and depends largely on his wife for his upkeep. The couple have had series of bitter quarrels over denial of sex and funds in what the family believes is the reason her husband killed her. Nana Jeche Amponsa is head of the Brito clan of Adumasa.
The man used to accuse the deceased of infidelity, an allegation she denies. His wife was the one who took care of the children and the man himself. You don't depend on a woman for everything. Check your responsibilities, and in the night, you want to sleep with her as well. It's because she denies him sex. That's why he killed her.
Their 6 children, 5 boys and 1 girl, are already missing their parents.
I don't know where Mama is. Now we don't have anybody to correct, love, and care for us. When Mama was alive, she would call all of us together when she returns from the farm and share food with us. Even when we are asleep, she will wake us up. She used to play with us, but now it's not like that.
Nana Jeche Amponsa is calling for help to take care of them.
They left behind 6 children. I'm appealing to the public to assist us with food, clothing, anything at all to take care of them.
Reporting for Joy News, Erastus Asaridonko, Adumasa, Ashanti region.
We have Erastus on the phone. Let's learn a little more about this tragic incident. Erastus, first of all, what exactly has the police been telling you about this incident?
Well, the police are not saying much, except to say that though the main suspect in this murder has also killed himself, and it sort of brings a closure to the case, but then they will have to investigate and bring their findings to a close to support what has happened. And so they say they are still investigating.
What do we know about the method by which he killed himself after allegedly committing this heinous crime?
Well, so the woman went to the farm. That was 6 days ago. And the man also followed her to the farm. Before then, in the night, they have fought according to family members. And it was based on the fact that the woman was not giving him sex and money issues. So when the lady went to the farm, he also followed her to the farm. And they thought that they would be back in the day, but they waited the whole day. When they did not show up, he started a search for them. The woman was found first, almost naked. Her skirt was found hanging on a tree. And then they found her remains almost decomposing with only some lingerie on. And then later on, just a few meters from the crime scene, they found a man foaming from the mouth just to the river and route in the locality. And so findings indicate that he might have taken in poison.
Right. Now, the 6 children have been left behind by the deceased couple. What is their situation? Who's looking after them? Is there anybody stepping in to take care of these children?
In fact, that is the main task and the crux of this whole story, because then the youngest is just about 3 years old, and the eldest is just 18 years. And there's one female in between, and the others are boys. They do not have, somebody dedicated to take care of them except the extended family members, because the mom and dad are dead. The grandmother and grandfather are also dead. So they are the immediate family, except an uncle and some other extended family members. But they are all financially incapable, when you look at their circumstances, to take care of the 6 children. And that is why the head of the family is sending out that appeal, urging the public to help with clothes, shoes, food items, so they will be able to take care of the children.
What have you learned about the man and his behavior in the run-up to this horrific incident? Was there any indication from those who knew them that something was wrong?
Well, we are told that this is a man who speaks less. With his demeanor, he's not somebody who is violent. He doesn't drink. They told me that he sniffs what they call atra. I don't know the English name for that one, but it's a mix of some ingredients that people sniff a lot, and that is what he's addicted to. They've been having quarrels, and because the man depends solely on the woman, I'm told. And there is the woman who is the breadwinner of the house. The man is jobless. The woman is the one who sells, farm products, pear and contumely and others by the roadside to take care of the children and to even give him money for the day. And it came to a point where the man was demanding that the woman, his money, be given to him on a daily basis. That also was one of their major fights. And then the issue of sex came in, as the Bushapeni was narrating, that he thinks that the woman is not giving him enough sex, and that the woman is also saying that he doesn't have a boyfriend aside the man, but then he will not take care of the house, and then when he's tired in the evening, he will also give him sex in addition. And so that was the crux of the fight between them, which they believe led to him butchering her.
This is such a tragedy. Erastus, stay with us though, because we're just learning that, there's been another sad incident. A 4-year-old girl who was reported missing about a week ago in Orphaned in the Ashanti region has been found dead. Her almost decomposed body had the throat slit and was found in a pit on the outskirts of the town. Erastus, tell us more.
Well, that is true, and this is shocking, especially coming on the heels that within 1 week, we've had 2 children murdered. The first one was in Obuasi with this same week, that young 4-year-old boy was killed by a tenant in the house. And then this one. In fact, this child has been missing for a week now, and her situation has been reported to the Orphaned police. They were investigating. They led to the arrest of this 20-year-old Mason. He's called Kweku Ura. He has denied the crime, but then they got another intelligence yesterday, deep in the night, that somebody has found where the girl has been buried. And in fact, we were led to where they picked up the body, and you could see that the girl was killed and her throat is slit, and the body was pushed into one of the polythene sacks and put into another bag, and they dug a shallow grave just behind the Orphaned Nurses Training College wall in a bush there, and they put the body in there. And so just in the deep of the night, the police retrieved the body. The young man was arraigned before the Orphaned District Magistrate Court this afternoon, and a mob came to the court demanding that he was released so they could lynch him. And so the police had a hectic time controlling the crowd this afternoon, but he has since been remanded into prison custody to reappear on the 9th of June this year. So it's quite a sad story coming in the wake of that young boy who was murdered in Obuasi, and this girl murdered in a similar fashion.
Oh goodness, this is tough. Erastus, help us understand why the police consider Kweku Ura a suspect in this case. What led them to him?
Come again.
Help us understand why the police consider Kweku Ura to be a suspect in this case. What led them to him?
Well, in fact, the police have been doing a lot of work, and very swiftly so, in this particular case, I must say. When the case was reported to them, they started doing their digging, and based on their intelligence, I'm told, which links this particular boy to the crime, they effected his arrest on suspicion, and they are saying that he has denied, but then they have intelligence which also led them to retrieve the body. And so they are trying to put A to B and linking the dots to find the evidence that links this gentleman to the particular crime. But the police will not tell me that, but except to say that they are really taking this story very seriously, and they've been digging since day one when the child was reported missing from her home. And they've been able to trace to where he bought food and where he was last seen. And so based on suspicion that links this particular gentleman to the crime, that is why they arrested him.
What's the name of the little girl?
She is Benedicta, but they popularly call her Efia Adipa. She is 4 years, a very beautiful girl, if you look at the picture. And her mom, who is grief-stricken, tells me that this is a child who hardly goes out. If she will go out, she will go and buy food, just a walking distance from the house and come back. She doesn't even eat the food on the way or sit there to eat. She brings the food home to eat. And so when she went out to buy food and she was not coming back, that was where she got worried and started searching for her. She called every place, but she couldn't find her. She searched the whole neighborhood. They could not find her. And so quickly they filed a missing person report with the Orphaned police. They started their investigation. They could not find him. And for a whole week, they kept digging until they found the body.
Erastus, thank you. Thank you for bringing us up to date. Young Benedicta Efia Adipa, now with the angels. The only thing left for man to do is to seek justice.